Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Siti Nurhamzah and I'm one of the students at the University of Jakarta. And on this video, I would like to describing to you guys about position and location of an object. So firstly, I would like to explaining about what definition of factor. Okay. So, factor is quantity. In physics, we know that we can recognize two types of quantities. Yes, that is scalar quantities and factor quantities. The difference about that both is that scalar quantities only have magnitude, whereas factor quantities have both magnitude and direction. Look at this image. Okay. So distance is the length of the path traveled by a moving object. On this image, we know that Ratu walks from west to east for 10 meters. We can see point A to point B. Okay. Then she towards at the west again for 10 meters too. So we can see that point B to point A. From here, we can know that the distance traveled by Ratu is AB plus BA equal 10 meters plus 10 meters equal 20 meters. Okay. The next, I would like to explain about factors in two-dimensional planes. Okay. A factor in a plane can also be called a two-dimensional factor. In a two-dimensional factor, we will know what is called a position factor. So, position factor is a factor that starts at the center of coordinates or brackets O.0 and ends at a point X point Y. And the next factor in three-dimensional space. Look at the image. Factor in space or three-dimensional factor are factors that have three axes, namely axis X, Y, and Z. Their three axes are mutually perpendicular and intersect at a point which will be the starting point of the factor. Writing a three-dimensional factor in a matrix from column factor is actually not much different from a two-dimensional factor. It's just that in a three-dimensional factor, 3 is an additional component, namely the Z component. For example, at this image, P factor consists of three coordinates points. Yes, namely x equal 3, y equal 4, and z equal 1. So that is about location and position. I hope you guys understand what I explaining and enjoy my video. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.